Hey everybody, welcome back. We're playing Leona. Wow, that was really bad. Sorry. We're playing Leona Diana in standard. I was really trying to mash together all of the standard Leona Diana words and it just came out really wrong. Anyways, standard Leona Diana. A little bit of my own brew, honestly. I don't usually deck build. I'm very much a net decker. But I figured I would kind of mess with this deck list on my own because I couldn't find any recent deck lists. So I actually had to import a deck from Eternal, remove the cards that aren't legal in standard, and then kind of fill in the holes from there. Overall, the core is very similar. Some of the cards we cut out were like Unspeakable Horror and Doom Beast mostly. So otherwise, I feel like this is a very interesting mid-range deck. I am not sure where to go with the top end for this deck, so I'll get to that in a second. I'm sure you guys are all familiar, but the early game here we have 6 1-drops in Duskbringer and Solari Soldier. Diana's a great challenger, although in the current meta with Samira, I feel like she's just a worse Samira. We are running one copy of main deck Hush because after the buff it's only 2 mana. This is a very nice way for us to deal with the board threats, similar to how Freljord is very good at winning on board because of freezes. I feel like Hush is kind of our way to win, especially against like some of the Kayn Aatrox decks, or Quinn Aatrox decks sometimes. I always say Quinn Aatrox, even though Quinn is like the card that people cut the most. Anyways, 3 Sunhawks as well to get the stuns. This is also very good if we have Raven and Leona on board in the late game to set up a game-winning combo, not just like stunning the opponent's biggest threat if they're attacking, whatever it may be. I love Twilight Protector as just a variety threat, activating as Daybreak or Nightfall. Sun Guardian got nerfed, but he can still get pretty chunky. I figured we'd give him a try and see how he does, because it's still an important card, I feel, to get working. And then here's where things get a little trickier. Obviously, 3 Leona, 3 Raven. Top end, I think 2 Winding Light feels fine. I've seen some lists run 3 Winding Light. I think that's just a little too much. I don't want to be drawing double the Winding Light in the early game. We are running a lot of control tools like Double Quietus, Shadow Isles, specifically for Crumble to help deal with some of the landmarks, and potentially a Mark of the Isles if we need it, and 2 Soul Harvest, Vengeance, and Sunburst. I feel like Sunburst and Vengeance, you don't really want to run too many because you are somewhat of an aggressive-ish deck / mid-range deck, and I don't know if I can tap out for 6 mana all that frequently. So I'm comfortable running some of the cheap removal that might even activate as a trigger for Nightfall, but nothing that's going to hinder us long-term in the mana phase, like of just really stopping us from tempoing out. Otherwise, we have 2 Invoke cards, just 1 Moondreamer, just 1 Star Shaping. I think 1 copy of Star Shaping is nice because it also heals and helps us find another win condition. I was also thinking about Solari Sunforger, but I figured that just getting the burst speed heal might be nice, while also giving us a win condition. Since this guy's only life steal for the round, our opponent might be able to play around it a little bit better. And so yeah, I feel like with Moondreamer and Star Shaping, that's just 2 ways for us to get a win condition if we can't overwhelm the board. So maybe against control decks, right, if they can whittle down our board, then we can run some of those Invoke cards to help finish out our late game if we start running out of Man, I was gonna say running out of Jas. Like, what is that? Gas / juice. My goodness, I need to like focus up. I'm super caffeinated, so I need to like get my mind in tune with whatever's going on here. Okay, what's this? I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. I think I'm going to look for a more aggressive curve here. Ooh, this just pushes 3 damage, and it works on our Leona trigger level up. I think Leona leveling up is much more important in this matchup than Diana. We do need to be careful of Caustic Rift, so I'm probably not going to put both my Duskbringers on board at the same time. I'm pretty happy to end the round here. Yeah, if they'll give it to me and just slam Twilight Protector to make both our Twilight Protector and our Soldier 3 health. Plus we're representing Pale Cascade.
Fix my stage first or my lyrics. So much to do. How about a duet?
Yep, okay, I'm pretty happy to just use Quietus here. I guess we could pass. Yeah, let's pass. They're never ever leveling Seraphine, obviously. So if we go into next turn, or wait, no, hold on. We'll have 4 mana, so that wouldn't work anyways. So I'll just go Dusk Petal Dusk plus Moondreamer next turn. This turn I'll play Quietus. It also reduces the chance of them drawing something to beat us with another recall. Sure. I haven't seen Nopify in a while. Kind of nostalgic. That's actually a pretty big swing for them. The fact that this Seraphine all of a sudden might survive into the late game, it's a little bit of a problem. This is a 3/6 is actually kind of interesting in this matchup. Ooh, Immortal Fire is expensive, but I guess Explorator is their removal of choice here. So Immortal Fire seems kind of bad to me because it would mean if they Explorate it, it's a +2 mana gain for them, and it just gets rid of the passive text. And if they just recall it, then we just have to spend another 8 mana. Like, that's not good either. Okay, so you might be able to get rid of Seraphine here, which is pretty big. I am gonna get aggressive. Okay. This is a little awkward for them. Like, just chipping in this 3 damage every turn is pretty nice for us. And the fact that it has 6 health, right? It's like... just this 3 damage adds up, you know what I mean? I really like that defensive stat line. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. They discarded some real cards there. They're... oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not the best cards, so... sure. I'll just end my round. I'll start with Solari Soldier. That'll put me down to 7 mana. 5 mana, 2 mana, and so if this is... I guess we start here. Okay. If they give us, if they have to, like, if they play like a back alley bar here, we get to play our Solari Soldier and activate as a stun as well. Or like if they don't kill Leona, she's a 6/8. They're gonna have to use. Okay. We still might just kill them here though, because that's not removing Leona. This is stunning the tail of the dragon anyway. Yeah, hold on. They should have let that resolve, so it would have stunned their Seraphine. Then when they played Tail of the Dragon, they could have actually used it as a blocker. Was the nerf to Leona so long ago just the fact that she has to activate 1 more Daybreak to level up? Honestly, I love the Targon aesthetic. Like, the Daybreak Nightfall aesthetics are some of my favorites in the game. Look at this guy. Oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. Well, not in a while. I just haven't seen it often since it got released. I think this is just game, though. For 1 mana, what are they going to do? Alright, GG. That was a pretty convincing win. That was kind of exactly how we want the game to go against control decks. Hey, what's up, pigs? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Have you been watching any of the Runeterra opens? I saw a lot of Heimer Chase. I was only tuning in for a few minutes here and there, but... You seem familiar. Have I been here before? I don't think so. This was... It just said first time chat from you. So maybe you tuned in but didn't chat? I don't know. Okay, Quietus is interesting. What does it kill of any value? It can't kill their 3-2. It probably just end up hitting something like a junk construct. I'll let that go. I'll definitely keep Soul Harvest, obviously. I haven't seen much Senna in a while either. You know, I think it was Majin Bei's stream. I only had it on my second screen, so I didn't see too many of the cards in the deck list. But he was playing against somebody who was running Callista Nora? Callista somebody. It was a Callista Catalog Regrets deck, and I thought that looked really cool. I wonder if this is the catalog deck.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
I don't even know what to do here. I'm not going to waste Soul Harvest. This is like our primo removal against Vhagar. I don't think we win the control game. Well, this is tricky. I'll start with... Twilight Protector to give him the extra HP. So he can't die to a Quietus. And we can kind of get tricky here. I was hoping they would tap out, but they're not. I don't know if it's worth it to be cautious with Diana there. She's kind of dead to everything in this matchup. Quietus, Soul Harvest, Darkness, double, Pytos. So I'm going to try to get some value out of her while they're still low on mana. Well, that's about as bad as I can get. My goodness! Okay, if you guys have been watching these videos over the past week, literally I've been hurt so many times by Lightning Rush and Quicken. There aren't many decks I enjoy this season, not playing much. Gotcha. That's why I figured, since I got absolutely toasted in my Runeterra Open qualifiers, I'm like, tomorrow I'm just going to try to find a deck that I enjoy playing. I'll just play Sunhawk here to start getting on board. Because there are some decks I do enjoy playing at the moment, but they're not like my favorites of all time. So I was like, I'm gonna revisit some. I don't even know. I think it was a I don't even know her name because I don't watch her. But sorry, 1 second about the dogs. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but I saw her video like 3 or 4 weeks ago about Diana, Leona, and Standard. I was like, is that even a thing? I don't know if I've even seen that, because I guess technically it has been in Standard back when like the Noxus version was really good. But I just hadn't seen it in so long. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Darkness and light.
This is problematic. I'm probably gonna have to use Crumble this turn. But I'll just let this resolve. Get this dude on board. Heals up our Riven a little bit. Just that Bandle City Nidalee deck, but it still feels kind of weird to me. Nidalee's a really fun champ. I don't know how great she is, but I do think she's a fun champ. I enjoyed Gwen Nidalee for a little bit. I think we just kind of just let this go. Crumble for 5. He's not all that valuable to keep alive in the long run. And, hold on. Soul Harvest gets roasted by using on either of these. Okay, they get us if they have Soul Harvest. Which I feel like the odds are pretty good. Oh, thank goodness. That would be really bad. Man, that's brutal. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to, like... I don't know what to do against things like that. I feel like that was a fine play. They only have 3 mana left, you know what I mean? Well, I guess let's just nuke this first Senna. What if they run Puzzling Signpost? That'd also be pretty bad.
peek at life beneath the waves.
Diana just dies. Like, what do we even do? I guess we just attack here. Because if we play Diana here, they'll just
Persistence is key.
kill her with the darkness next turn.
Oh dear.
Eye forward. Darkness and light. Turn it against them.
Darkness is fun to play against, isn't it? I love playing against Darkness. I think it's a fascinating... Like, it's a very skill test matchup, right? Like, I don't feel like I ever get memed. Double missed call from Concord just is a little annoying, but that's not Darkness's fault.
Keep your distance.
If they cast this first, they would have got another Darkness in hand, though. But yeah, it feels like it's very, very intense and a skill-based matchup. Also, how about that double Heaven's Line value? We can level up Diana here, but she just dies next turn. I'll make them spend another spell on Ravun. Ooh, that's actually interesting. They have Ruination though next turn. So I'll play Diana here. And I can try to bait out any removal they have. Like, if they have Ruination, they'll probably just play it when we start slamming down these Evershade Stalkers. I think this is really, really bad for us, though. We've killed their Senna twice, and they've already had double Mist Call. Like, that's going to be so hard for us to work through, right? Okay, well, they don't have Ruination, so...
Traded forgiveness.
Can I just... I guess Evershade Stalker just pushes damage here. Makes Leona or Diana a threat as well. Leona seems kind of good, though. Like, if they have a Vengeance... What do we do? If they just Vengeance Leona, we can't activate Challenger. I guess this way... I actually don't know. What was I supposed to do there? Hold on a second. Sun Guardian. I don't know. I don't know if that does much. If we just start with Leona. We just drop 3 Evershade Stalkers. Back in the day with Nightfall aggro, Diana Nocturne, randomly creating this card off of stuff like Heaven's Aligned actually won me quite a few games. If they don't do anything here, even pulling... Oh, here comes Senna spell. Good point, because they've only used one Senna since they've used Mist Call, so the odds of them just drawing another Senna to play here... Yeah, good call. Dawning Shadow. Oh, just Piercing Darkness. Well, we still actually push a lot of damage at least. Yeah, that would have been such a blowout if they champion spell. I mean, this Senna's alive forever. We cannot kill her unless we get Diana on board. Or, excuse me, Leona on board. So, it doesn't matter if we develop or not, since Ruination is going to be fast speed. She won't come down with Barrier, right? So what if I just start here? Wait, yeah, no, we're fine, we're fine. If we do this, I think. I don't think we're dead. I can just play Eye of the Raha Rock here, start working on that, and then get Moon Dreamer down. I don't think they can kill us this turn.
Getting dark. I'm here till it's done, and it's never done.
Man, this Senna is literally immortal.
Darkness and light.
Oof, okay, we're in trouble. I think we have to stun Senna here.
I am the bulwark against darkness.
I love that level up animation. The sound is so satisfying. Oh, it's so cool.
Chosen of the sun.
Oh, wait, no, she didn't activate the stun. Well, that's a little annoying. Oopsies. Okay, so we die if we don't do anything.
I will protect you.
We lose Diane or Leona if we do this. Do we die if we do this? Maybe not. If I do this, we lose to darkness plus perilous pastry. Do we win if we go block here with Leona
My shield.
and just spam the Evershade Stalkers next turn? I don't think that's enough. Wow, this matchup went very poorly for us.
Planets align.
I think our opponent played it pretty well, but those double missed calls were pretty bad for us. I think it's probably just better to go to 2 HP here if they want to play Darkness and try to keep Diana alive, or Leona alive, excuse me. What could they draw off the top that would actually help us win this game? It'd probably have to be... Well, that's one heck of a card. Again, we just lose to any interaction with Senna on board, so I'm just going to try to develop as hard as we can and just hope they don't have cards. Okay.
The sun's splendor revealed.
Here's 5 damage, 7 damage, 9 damage plus the second one, so that's not killing them. We can't kill their champions anyway.
Oh yeah.
Here's
it's
Vagar.
Laura Data, thank you, and hello.
We have a stun. Like next turn there's Senna and Extolly Sentinel can attack, so maybe we can actually get out of this. I just have to kill this Vagar. Hope they don't have a third missed skull. Yo, what's up, Chaz? Yeah, Diana Leona might be the spice. I played one game and it went really well against Jack. Not Jack. Set Seraphine. We have an invoke. We have Heavens Aligned. They can't attack next turn with these two. Like, maybe we can grind this out. Or they just kill us next turn. Because... Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Senna can't attack. If they played Darkness and have a Vagar or any other way to create a Darkness, which seems very likely, and then they kill us. Oh my gosh. Why aren't they playing this Darkness first, though? Oh wait, that just... Okay, I think we're fine. Ooh. That's tempting. Is it probably just Golden Sisters? Golden Sisters plus Pale Cascade can kill them next turn? And get us a little bit of life? I feel like Living Legends is a little bit greedy. What would we even be looking for with Living Legends? Because they'd almost certainly have an easy way to pop Spell Shield on one of the big Celestial Elusives or anything. Like the Great Beyond. Darkness only deals 2 damage anyways, so they'd have to have 2 pings. Okay,
What's that one?
sure.
And that one. Split their skin, watch them die.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. So I have to play Soul Harvest here? So you don't have enough attackers? Kind of crazy game. I thought this would have been much more of a blowout when they revived Senna twice earlier. It's still, like, it feels very against us, but it's one heck of a good game. Already round 12. Ah, but the darkness just kills us, right? Like, man, Senna carried so hard for them. This was a crazy game.
I am in control.
However, for our might.
And the darkness gets us. GG. Holy smokes, that was a good game.
I understand now.
Concentrated forgiveness.
I won't be too distraught over that one. The fact that they had double missed call from Concologist kinda roasted us. That was just, it was so hard for us to come back from that. I love that game though. That was a lot of fun. Karma set. Alright, another control deck. We've run into 3 control decks so far. With, I'd say, pretty okay results. I'll play Raven first. I feel like it's more valuable for us to try to play the value game. I mean, I guess they're playing Freljord Ionia. I do love custom cards. I don't spend a whole ton of time looking at them, but I do think they are cool. Do we really want double? I feel like this is fine. Leona probably just eats a recall anyways. At least Raven gives us enter the battlefield benefits. And I don't want to keep 2 5-drops in my opener, I don't think. We probably need to be a little bit more aggressive. People still playing Karma set after the nerf. Hey, I'm playing Leona Diana after the nerfs too. Although I don't even really remember all the nerfs. Oh, that was a nice draw. I wish I played Solar Soldier last turn then. I was thinking, oh well, I'll wait to get an extra. I think I'm okay with this trade, right? No, maybe not. I think I'll just pass. Because next turn we can go Solar Soldier. The following turn we can go Raven. Try to keep our board big for Winding Light. That seems fine. I mean, an entire mini set of cards based on an RPG system. Wanted to see someone else's opinion about it? Sure. That'd be awesome. I'll probably take a look at it towards the end of the stream since I upload the VODs to YouTube, so like I don't want to interrupt the VOD thing, but I'd love to take a look at the end.
I've got both.
Be judged. Oh, whoa, that's a good draw too. She can't get any power though, so right now she's kind of useless. But like once we get Winding Light on board soon. I wonder if they'll just... Oh. Well, that is not what I expected at all. I think we'll save Crumble. Or do we want to push an extra 4 damage here? Yeah, that'd be really cool, Pigs. I'd like to take a look. Well, yeah, that's actually kind of bad for us, huh? That really delays our attack. I'll just pass then. We'll just end the round. I'm not going to take these trades. Next turn we can go Sunforger, a pretty just decent stat unit, plus Diana, and then the following turn get Raven on board.
It isn't about who's better, it's about the coin.
They really delayed us though. Like, the fact that we haven't even gotten any chip damage in is a little worrying that they're just going to get to turn 10 and we lose.
So, who's betting where, Lise?
I like this card. I feel like this is an underrated card. I think it's a fun one. I love Elusive Nexus Strike are some of my favorite cards in the game. The Flight, Nora, I think they're really cool. We're gonna actually have some like seriously statted units though. The fact that these guys all have 3 power is a little awkward. Ooh.
I always do, boss.
Do we? What do we do? Do we Raven? Or not Raven, sorry. Sunhawk here? And just forget about Diana? Next turn go Winding Light? Unless they have a pump spell, this should save our Raven. Okay, that's big. Nice. Oof. I don't think they could have it. Oh, could they go Buried Nice next turn? That'd be bad.
Never gets old.
Oh, that's a good card. I love Cygnus, man. This deck just has so many fun cards. This is also a very nasty play, by the way. Look how big this dude is. Buried Nice is a problem. Otherwise, I think we're at a decent spot. Coins is an interesting mechanic. The problem is the region.
Size of the crowd.
Yeah, I agree. I do like the idea. But when Karma Set was a thing, that was so obnoxious to play against.
Step into the ring. I like a challenge.
Where's the doorman?
Where's the doorman? I don't know why I don't remember that voice line. That's funny. Just attack out. Yeah. They're burning a 5-mana recall on our 3-drop. I'm pretty happy with that. They leave us very vulnerable to a avalanche, huh? Ionia coins is just disgusting. Yeah, I think like the Bilgewater coins decks would be fun, like Jack decks. Because I agree, I love Ionia. It's one of my favorite regions in the game, but it's very oppressive when Ionia gets to play 1 billion cards per round. I do like Ionia in general though, so I don't like that. I don't want the main focus of Ionia to be coins. Like, I feel like the region is much more enjoyable when that's not the strategy it's going down. If they do anything else here... Oh, I know, because they're just gonna... This is so bad. If they level up Set here, I'm gonna have to rip a Vengeance. They probably can deny it if they refill their mana first. But if not, we can at least go Crumble. But then we only have 2 removal options, really. I don't know how reliably we can use Leona. Oh shoot, and he's leveled, so we can't even, like, Vengeance him right now. So we just have to let this go? Sure. Well, they didn't play the coin, so they actually can't deny this. So this might be fine for us. I'm not going to use Crumble, because they might have... I guess tap out. Ooh, okay, what if we do this? Crumble 8, 9, 10. Ooh, so we can't go Crumble plus Vengeance, actually. That's pretty bad. Alright, we're ripping it. When coins were meta, everyone was playing Karma Set. I was playing Jack Jace. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, sure. This is so bad. If they have another recall or can obliterate our Leona next turn, I don't know how we're winning this. I think I'm just going to play Leona first since we don't have Raven on board anymore. And we can follow up with Diana plus Twilight Protector.
Behold the divine power of the sun.
Although I don't even think that's enough to kill Set at this point.
First light illuminates the land.
But at the very least, we do get to put some pressure on them. Just a concussive bomb.
Bask in the light's radiance.
If they slam Set here, how much trouble are we in if they use their coin?
Ain't no fight I can't win.
This is so bad. I don't even like, this is just like so oppressive. They're gonna go 4 mana, 9 mana, 10 mana, 14 mana on turn 9 here, and obliterate our stuff. Because if we go Diana, she becomes a 3 health unit. Or 3 power. Then we play Twilight Protector, which gives her +3.
Strike while the planets align.
Oh no, because she won't be leveled. She won't be leveled. 2. 2 plus 2. So we probably just can't kill him then.
Fate has delivered me to you once again. Our destinies are entwined.
I can try to kill the tail of the dragon. Jeepers, we can't even go Mark the Isles onto our Sun Guardian. Ah, this seems not good. I guess I just kill the concussive or the tail dragon so they can't recall it to get another stun. And then try to set up for a Cygnus to finish off the game. I'm not feeling very confident in it though. Plus it's turn 10, so if they have Karma, I think we just lose. That's a nice draw though.
Nobody's tougher than me. Welcome to the arena. May our light shine forever.
That's a nice card too. They have to have some answers. Like if they don't have a Karma. We have a lot of stuns, we have elusives. Our hand is actually kind of threatening. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to kill Karma here with Crumble. And if that doesn't resolve, I think we're in trouble. I'm sorry, Diana, but you're gonna have to eat one for the team. Well, Diana lives. They only get a casual, 20 mana this turn. And get 2 8/8s for 2 mana. Or for 5 mana. 2 6/6, sorry. Yeah. That's a little unfortunate.
They call this getting your bell rung.
This is 8 elusive damage. 9 elusive damage. Oops. I thought that was granting. Okay, that's fine. So how do we do this? Pale Cascade into Pale Cascade? Okay, that's not gonna do it. Alright, GG. Unfortunate. That deck is... I struggle to beat that deck. That's very, like... I feel like they're just so consistent at getting to turn 10, and then turn 10 they just win, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fine deck. I don't even... It's not even that tilting for me to play against. It's more just kind of like, okay, I'm losing now. I don't know. It just feels kind of, like, inevitable. Oops, sorry, I thought I was in queue. It just feels like maybe our deck isn't the best deck at the moment, but we were close, right? Like, we have the cards to deal with it. We have Sunbursts, we have Vengeance, Crumbles, we have Leona Challengers, but they just always had the answer for like the entire game. Which, you know, I'm sure maybe I could have played around things better. But it's also just, they're a very good deck against board-based decks. I like this hand. I'll pitch these two and look for an easy Nightfall activation for Diana. Probably just gonna pass here. Ooh, well now I can go Diana. Plus Aquitas if they have a Nora.
Find your own light.
So I'll take the bait.
I cannot turn back.
Why are they playing Freljord? Is this the Ward in the Tribe's deck?
Home is just around the portal. Portaling away.
That's fine, that's an easy target for our Diana. I feel like this is the kind of deck we can prey upon. They might have a ton of units, but they're all going to be weak. And like our Diana and Leona can just pick them off over and over and over. It's just a matter of how long can this small unit stall us out.
You did one Yordle portal and suddenly geography means nothing.
This is a little interesting, huh? We're kind of gambling that they don't have a Brittle Steel, which I don't think they would.
Our light grows brighter. No more lies.
This just runs into a pie toss, so I think I'll just do this for now.
Face your heretic.
I don't think I need to Soul Harvest anything there. Soul Harvest, I think, is better for Nora. It's a nice draw, too.
The dawn has arrived.
I can Soul Harvest this. Is that worth it? It's just a 3/4. The impact, I don't think, matters very much right now.
No.
I do like this card, too, though. Very adorable. Oh, I didn't realize that it's the quill. The paper quill? Quick quill? I don't actually remember the name of the card. I don't even need to kill this with Soul Harvest. I can just kill it next turn with Leona. Or no, she's still so far away from leveling up, never mind. Well, anyway. I'll probably... I don't know what to do here. Honestly, I kind of want to get Moondreamer down. So I'll probably just go Solari Soldier plus Moondreamer this turn. I actually have not seen the Card Kitchen stuff. Would that be on the Twitter or on the website? Whoa, haven't seen that one in a while.
What's that one? And that one?
Probably just gonna swing in with my I guess I'm just gonna Soul Harvest here. 2 mana removal on their 4 mana unit seems fine. It's their only reasonable blocker. I'm just gonna swing in with all of them. I need to start chipping in some damage, I think. And we can control the board pretty well from this point. We still have a stun, a sunburst, and then eventually the Immortal Fire. I don't really care about this guy getting that damage there. Both, I think? Okay, let's see here. Legends of Runeterra news. Sorry, I always hate that the audio cuts out. That was a fantastic shot too. Just go Leona here. Into Immortal Fire, I suppose. Just start putting them on a clock.
One of
Bask in the light's radiance.
Ooh, time to vote for your player submitted card text. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, that's a fun card. Community Card Kitchen. If they're spending time checking out... Oh, you definitely did learn giving us awesome places to go with our failure follower. Okay, that's cool. Our chefs were able to pull what we thought were the choicest bits and bring 8 options for it to a few. That's fun. I'll get that after this. I guess this is sad if they have another mini morph.
Light and fire are the origins of life.
Oh, this is actually cool. Yeah, I'll put this up on screen after this game.
Unwavering strength.
What do I want to kill here with Leona? I don't think I want to put her down to too low HP. Like, what are the odds that they have anything to protect this White Flame? I think I'm just going to take the kill.
written in the stars.
Oh! Interesting. I thought they were for sure going to go Fury of the North and kill our Leona. Oh, they are. Well, that's fine then. I'm fine with them just using this freeze to try to save some damage rather than killing any of our units. Leona dying at this point. Not great. We still have a lot of good draws. We still have all of our Revunes, I think, right? Plus they need to figure out a way to deal with this. That's a good draw. And that's also a good draw. Okay. Nora's leveled. We don't have... I guess we could Sunburst her if they play a Nora here. Okay, now I think they just lose. Next turn we can go double Sunhawk and Sunburst if we really need to. Do I need to do anything here? I guess I can just place... if they have Nora, they can attack with her anyway. But would I want to kill her just so they don't randomly hit a good portal? Like, what does this guy even really do? I don't think it's necessary. Whoa, that's a card. How do we win? We have 8, 9, 10, 11. Could we find anything for 6 mana that would help us here? I guess Crescent Strike, actually. Crescent Strike plus Sunhawk could win the game. Sure, I don't think we're doing much else. Whoa, that's nice too. Wait, hold on. That's Grant. Oof, that's pretty bad. Okay. So I'm just gonna actually take the Cautious Auction and kill some stuff next turn if we're desperate. If we do this, we only stun 1 unit because they just overwrite it, so I don't even know if it's worth it. Instead, I should probably just start killing some of their units. Because at this point, I just try to kill them with Immortal Fire. Next turn, just play the defensive game at least. Because then we'll save Sunhawk for our next attack turn. Why are they playing Mono Nora? I think he's running Mono Nora because it creates extra space. Ah, shoot, that's really good. That gives him like an entire extra turn to live. It gives him extra space for cards like Warden of the Tribes. And like, you're not running like a Jin deck. You don't really need the Nar. You're more focused about the subtype things, and so you just want Nora to get portals. This is problematic. I think we can block here though, save some damage, and then just chump block all the way around. I mean, obliterating doesn't really do much here, huh? They just have such a wide board. We have 4 units in hand, plus the supernova. So we could go 6 wide, kill 2 other things, they'd have 4 blockers. But if we play Sunhawk next turn, I'll see what they do here. Leona off the top.
Portals, up and down and all around.
I'm not feeling so great about our chances all of a sudden. I really thought this Immortal Fire would help us close out the game, but they had a freeze one turn, a stun the next turn. Oh man, yeah, this is brutal. They don't have any overwhelm. So again, we can just try to live through 2 turns. Hopefully Mortal Fire gets there. What would win us the game here? Well, that's one heck of an option. Unfortunately, we can't activate him. Do you have a 4th option? Oh my gosh! We're literally never gonna kill them. That's so funny. Do I have to play Mining Light here blank? I don't think so. This is really bad though if they get good portals. I'm actually really worried if we don't play Winding Light as a chump blocker here. They just hit a ton of crazy portals and we lose next turn. I don't even know what to do, man. They had 4 ways to stop our Immortal Fire. Vengeance is nice. That can get rid of one thing. What if we kill Nora? Nora stops them from having an elusive blocker, at least. So our Mortal Fire can try to deal 6 damage next turn. Plus it stops them from getting the crazy portals, which is probably their best route to victory at this point. We lose if they have a third Three Sisters. Okay. I'll keep Blinding Light in hand. I don't even know if it does enough. Is it better to just get a 6/5 on board? He can't even attack into the Wood and White Flame. I guess we just pass. Better player. Hey, man, you know, he's the one who put it in his deck. Like, I understand complaining to top decks, but you put the cards in your deck for a reason, you know? We can hit Star Shaping. Ah, that's pretty good. That's actually kind of funny. Now we can activate Quietus. But I think if we Quietus this dude, he comes back as a 6/5. So we could Quietus here. Oh, shoot, that's good. Okay, okay, okay. What do we get here? Oh? That's a lot of elusive damage here. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Okay. We found our route to victory. Wait. Oh no. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. I was gonna say I think the Immortal Fire would literally block 1 damage, just enough to put them at 1 HP. So I wouldn't have done anything anyways. And then we just lose in the open attack. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel grumpy about this game or not. Oh, that is so fun. He only comes back as a 1/1. That's good. Is there anything we can draw off the top? What's even in our deck anymore? Because we're not running the 5-mana stun. We have 3 blockers, so at least one of their units are hitting next turn. I guess I'll just Quietus just for the sake of it, in case we draw something. We run a Hush. Hush, actually. 1 copy of Hush could stop Wounded White Flame. It's not going to do it. Shoot, what a play. Cool deck. They did some cool things, but man, that was another close game where I feel like we were really close to coming out on top. I'm not convinced our deck is bad. Like, I feel like we're doing some pretty powerful stuff. After this game, I'll do the, and he still has Minimorph. Yeah, so, like, our Immortal Fire was never hitting anybody. After this game, I'll do the Community Card Kitchen and look at your custom cards, pigs. Riven Gwen. Okay, I saw some videos of this a while ago. Never played it myself, so I'm not sure what to expect. Actually, we can go turn 2, Diana, bank 1 mana. Following turn, go Sunhawk plus Pale Cascade. I actually kind of like this whole hand.
A brief engagement, but a joyous one.
They're pretty much a one-shot combo, right? So I probably need to save my Sunburst. I'll just go Duskbringer. I'm happy to block. And then it gives us the mana efficiency to be able to replay Diana too.
You leave me no recourse.
I can play Diana plus a Pale Cascade this turn to keep her alive. Do like a hate Quietus, I suppose, is the only option. So I'll start with Diana. Then depending on what we do, we can play Pale Cascade
We do not.
or cheat out our Twilight Protector.
To serve the greater good.
Okay, we can't kill her. So do we even want to kill the Boisterous Host? We have a Sunhawk next turn if they develop. So maybe if I kill the Boisterous Host, they're less tempted to
And
open attack.
the morning. No more lies. I will be heard.
So we can go Sunhawk here, bank enough mana to go Leona Pale Cascade the following turn, give both of our champs Challenger. That seems good. Maybe Sunhawk isn't even that great to use here. It just depends what our opponent does. If they...
Good steel and a good future.
Do I want to stun Riven here? Riven plus Pale Cascade, the odds of them having a pump spell seem pretty good. So maybe we can't even protect Diana. I guess we might as well try. Because we're not going to be able to level that Leona anytime soon. I guess we kind of just want to go wide-ish, because we do have 2 Winding Lights in deck. And lots of stun combos, so getting wide seems kind of okay. Since they're obviously trying to like go more all in on one champ. If we go wide, maybe we can. Give me like quick attack. Okay. I am going to try the Pale Cascade here. Oh shoot. Punt, 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 punt. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I forgot the Hallowed stacks. I literally didn't even... Oopsies. That's embarrassing. I completely forgot the Hallowed stacks were coming. Like I literally was just like so prepared to play the Pale Cascade that it didn't even visually trigger in my head.
Daylight breaks on the
It happens, yeah. It's just ladder, right? Like this isn't a World Championship tournament or anything. It happens. Oh. Sure. Well, now I just want to get through this turn and play Winding Light next turn. That's perfect too, so now we can play Winding Light. Now I just want to go big on board, play Winding Light, and try to outrace them essentially.
What a strange, wonderful world.
defend our sacred ways.
Fly to them on broken wings.
We might just die though. Yeah, this doesn't seem good.
For the lost. What a joy.
Raise your den. Want to show you something? Know what rune weaving is?
Okay. I think we lose. We need to sacrifice 2 units to get out of this. What are the odds of them not having any 1 damage buff? Hush would be really good here. Brutal. It wouldn't have mattered if we blocked with the Sun Guardian anyways. Alright. GG. Cool deck. Unfortunate.
One stitch at a time, we'll make something totally new.
Again, I'm not angry at this game. I made that stupid play where I Pell Cascaded my Diana, but I don't think that would have been game-changing. Hey, Damien, what's up? Doing good? No, we're not. I think we've only won one game, but we've had a ton of really close games. That's another matchup where I feel like we can really, really win that. We have, like, Leona barrier challenges, insane. Sunburst, Vengeance. We just didn't draw them. Soul Harvest kills both their champs before they level. What was my other point? And like we were one turn away from playing our own Winding Light. Like I feel like that's a very winnable matchup. We just didn't quite hit the right half of our deck. And I punted by, you know, destroying my Diana. Alright, let's do this card kitchen thing. I'm excited to see what this is all about. And then Buggo? Pigs. Sorry, I don't know why Buggo came to mind. Pigs, I'll look at your custom cards. Alright, let's see here. Game capture. Let's see here. Freljord card. These cards have numbers in place for power, health, and cost, but they're not final. Whichever design makes it through the voting rounds will receive a full balance pass before making its way into the real world. Which dish do you think will reign supreme? Okay, this seems really cool. Pick a unit. Play 3 cost 3/3. Play, pick a unit. In hand. Obliterate it to summon a landmark. Oh, to summon a blank landmark. Right, not a random landmark. Like some landmark that's coming. That has countdown cost equal to its cost and summons a copy of it upon completion. Summons a copy of the landmark or the unit? Oh, yeah, like the unit. So it's kind of like an ancient hourglass. Pick a card in hand to put into an ancient hourglass on board. That's actually really cool. In Freljord? That's really cool, I think. 4 cost, 2/3. When an ally landmark counts down, grant me +1/+1? No, thank you. That sounds miserable. That just sounds like an obnoxious card to play against enthralls. I'm going this one. I think this one seems really cool. Bracket 2. 9 cost, 8/8. Very cool. Play. Transform 3 units or landmarks into a 5/5. Interesting. You can use that in a lot of tricky ways. Ping your opponent's champions. Like if they have a Nasus or a Viego on board, just turn them into a 5/5. Turn your thralls into a 5/5, or your little dinky 2/2 ramp dude or something, or your 2/2 that summoned a thrall. That's pretty cool. 2 cost, 1/2. Or transform the useless ramp stone into 5/5s. Yeah, actually. Because that card, yeah, the card is kind of useless once you draw it late in the game. That's pretty cool. 2 cost, 1/2. When you summon an ally with a different subtype than me, grant me +1/+1 and its subtype. That's cool. I don't know if that's... I don't think that's as cool, but I like the idea there. 2 cost, 2/3. The first time I see you equip another ally, grant me the equipment's stats and keywords. I'm not a fan of that one. 3 cost, 1/5 attack. All players get an empty mana gem. Ooh, what are you going to do with that one? 3 cost, 1/5 you attack. Everybody gets a mana gem? Do you really care about that? Like, it helps you get to your late game. But if you're facing an aggro deck, and you give them extra mana to start, like, racing you down, that's kind of how that you lose to aggro. I don't feel like that's going to be very good for you. Like, it's fine, because some decks can't exploit that as easily. But I feel like this one's kind of interesting. Small guy. 4 cost, 3/3. Overwhelm. 4 cost, 3/3 Overwhelm. Play. Summon an exact copy of me. Oh, I see. Spend 8 mana to summon me as a big guy instead. Big guy, 8 cost, 6/6 Overwhelm. Play, summon an exact copy of me. That's pretty swanky. Getting 2 units on board for once in Freljord in an Overwhelm deck? That seems pretty good. Because a lot of decks have a hard time dealing with stuff like Iron Ballista early on. Getting 2 3/3s, like that, there are going to be some matchups where that's really hard for your opponent to deal with. 2 cost 2/2. Grant your Nexus 2 maximum health? Oh, wow. Interesting. I've always been curious about the Nexus health limit of 20. Because in Magic, there are so many decks where, like, once they get their engine going, they'll have, like, 50, 100, 150 health if it gets out of hand. But, like, how many times have we seen it get into, like, the 40s pretty easily in Magic? But in LOR, never the case. That's pretty interesting. I still think this is the cooler card, though. Because I feel like all this is like a ramp deck type of thing where they're just delaying the game. And I'm not a huge fan of cards that just say, I'm just going to delay the game, play solitaire until I can do my thing and you can't anymore. Kind of like that's like why I find set karma to be annoying to play against sometimes, because it's like kind of no matter what you do, the game just stalls out and then they win. So I kind of like the small guy, big guy card. That was fun though. Those are cool ideas. I like that. All right, Pigs, did you want to show me those custom cards? Some of the other cards we could run here. Man, I'm just like, sometimes when I scroll through these cards, I'm like, oh, I'm so nostalgic for that card. Do you have the link? I don't know if I'd be able to find them right away. Would they be like towards the top of the Legends of Runeterra Reddit? Or would they be different area? Custom lore? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need more direction. I don't know how to find quite what's yours. Just search for terrors from the other side and you'll find it. Okay, perfect. Ordum Paranormal set. It looks like it's from you. All right, here we go. Okay, the Devil Herald of Blood. 6 mana 6/6 with regen in Noxus. Ooh, regen in Noxus is interesting. When I'm summoned and on start, create an uncontrollable rage. I do like champions that create cards in hand. Things like Tom Kench, creating like the Bayou or like the Swallow spell. Or if you have one, reduce its cost by 1. Deal 1 to an ally. It strikes an enemy. Interesting. That seems really good. Allies survive damage 6 times. So is this like a Scargrounds archetype? When an ally survives damage, get it +1/+0 and over them. That seems really good. 2 mana burst. The Devil's Pact. Burst. Deal 1 to an ally to grant it last breath. Summon a blood zombie with my power. And draw 1. That seems like an exceptional card. Try to translate what the creatures do in the RPG system. Gotcha. Like, this card seems really, really good, I feel. The cycle effect for only 2 mana. It's kind of like a guiding touch for Noxus, right? Like, guiding touch is heal 2, draw a card. This is like board buff, draw a card. Not bad, that seems pretty good. Blood Zombie. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time. I'm not going to go through every individual card, but I'll look at the champs and stuff. When I'm summoned, draw a blood card. That's pretty cool. If allies survive damage 8+ times this game, play Raging Fists 4 times. That's actually really cool. I like that, like a Noxus Riptide Rex. I like that a lot. That's cool. Cursed Axe, 2 mana 1/1 with Brash. Once allies have struck with Cursed Axes 3 times this game, transform allied Cursed Axes everywhere into atrocious weapon. I like that a lot. That's a very cool design. Some interesting forge mechanics for Noxus too. I like that. The Judge. Play Invoke. Oh, for Targon. Each round, the first created card you play costs 1 less. I love that mechanic. That sounds fun. Almost like a turbo Buffy Zoe. You've played 9 created cards. Or Victor. I guess Victor's the created cards archetype. The Judge. Herald of Knowledge. Play Invoke. Your created cards goes from last. Round start. If you have the attack token, create an unexistent hand. That seems incredibly powerful too. That reminds me of like I don't know, maybe there's not a familiar one, but that seems really good. That seems like a very, very powerful high end for the Invoke deck. A lot of times you fall behind on tempo in order to ramp up for this super strong late game. And so then once you do all this fancy created card stuff, you start getting your Invoke cards down and you have lots of cheap removal to start dealing with the opponent's biggest threat. That seems really good. Stun an enemy and create a random celestial card that costs 2 or less in hand. That's really cool. I like that one a lot too. Ritual of Transcendence. Grant allies everywhere +1/+1 and draw 2. That, I love that one. That seems like a really interesting Targon card of like, it's just the value, right? Value, like the buzzword. Grant allies everywhere +1/+1. It's like a mini cosmic inspiration, and you get to draw 2. I like that a lot. Manifest a new spell from your regions. Cost 3 or less. PNZ. I like the PNZ. Attack summon random persona. Energies. 0 mana. I've seen you play 7 cards with different names. Deal forward an enemy. This is cool. I actually really like that. The Host Chaotic Discharge. 4 damage to a unit. And then you also get a second copy at a random unit. I like that a lot. This seems like a very cool take on the Husk archetype. This seems really cool. You did a really good job with this. This is like a lot of work. This is really awesome. I love this. Grant enemies -1, -0 end of round. Ritual of Decay is such a sick card too. I love that. Like, you did a really good job of this, I think, with the conditional cards. 3 mana, deal 3 to a unit. If you've killed 5+ units this game, drain 3 instead. I love that. That's so cool. Battling allies have +1/+0. Ooh, it's a World Walker. That's interesting. You summon units with all subtypes from my origin. I can't take damage or die this round. And draw 1. I love that. Attack. Your strongest ally strikes my blocker. Ooh. If it said, that's really cool. And also has Nexus strike damage. Very cool. That's awesome. You did a really good job with that. That seems like a lot of cool cards. I don't know like the game itself, so I don't know how like the flavor, how much it translates. But those cards are really awesome. That'd be so fun. Could you imagine if they had like a Legends of Runeterra mod system type thing, like community workshop where you can make stuff like that? Those cards looked really cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was Leona Diana. I'll scroll through here a few cards I was considering. And sorry, I was also trying to make the point a few minutes ago. When I scroll through just like these random cards, I always run into cards I'm like, I'm so nostalgic for that card. I haven't played that in so long. I love Burgeoning Sentinel. I don't like Blue Sentinel, poor guy. But I saw Falling Star was a card some people ran. But I feel like I'd rather just run Quietus, because it's an easy way to be the first card you play in a round to activate Nightfall. Whereas Falling Star you can only do conditionally, like post-combat and stuff. I don't think the Nightfall archetype is very good in Standard at the moment. You don't have stuff like the 1 mana 4/1 Fearsome, or Doom Beast, or Unspeakable Horror. But I do love Lunari Shadestalker. That's one of my favorite cards in the game. I also, where is he? Moonlit Glenkeeper is a very good card, I feel. Getting a 3/1 Fearsome. What was that? Pigs! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This card is so good. A 3-mana 2/3 Fearsome can help push some damage. And getting the 3/1 Challenger is just another really nice threat. Like, that can kill Samira's, Nora's. Like, really, really good. I didn't run it in this one because we're not quite the Nightfall aggro. I just didn't think it fit in this deck. But it's a card to keep an eye on in the future. I just think Nightfall needs a little more help in Standard. Slayer Priestess, on the other end of the spectrum, I think is a little too slow. We're not really playing the Targon Invoke game. I did slip in some high-end invokes like Starshapey and Moondreamer, but they offer a lot more statistical upside. Zenith Blade, I don't really want to cram 3 of these into my deck. Maybe if we're playing Pantheon. Slice Sunforger, I talked about that one earlier in the video. Cloven Way always seemed a little underwhelming. It's nice for the stuns, but we already run so many stuns with Sunhawk and Leona, I think it was unnecessary. Cygnus, I'm happy to see him get hit off of my Heavens Aligned, but I'm not going to main deck him at the moment. Moonlight Affliction is one you could do. That one's also very good. I didn't, because we're running one copy of Hush, but Moonlight Affliction is very nice, and can help finish off the game sometimes. Eclipse Dragon, I don't think I just think it's too slow. The game has changed, you know, like a 7-mana 7/7 is kind of hard to win by doing that. And the Harrowing, that was the last card I was considering. It's just a nice win the game on the spot if your opponent doesn't have an answer. Like this will just win you some games, right? If your opponent doesn't have a deny, it's very hard for them to come back from this after they've already spent their entire hand killing all your other stuff. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on some of those card choices. I think there is a lot of experimentation to do. It's not been a deck that's seen any real play in tournaments lately. I'm not quite sure what the general community thinks or what's good or anything. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully a little bit earlier. Maybe I'll do the gauntlet run, and I'll see you next time.